Every new year we come up with the resolutions. These are the things we intend to accomplish in the course of the year or by the end of the year. This year I decided not to make any resolutions and just let God take charge. But there are some personal things I have decided to do for myself, like keeping fit. This is something I have control over, and I've just decided to be fit this year. I don't have to wait on God for this one. I recently started to jog every morning, and I've realized a lot of improvement in my health. I stay awake the entire day and I sleep better at night. Before I would fall asleep whenever I was seated anywhere just resting, which the doctors say is quite unhealthy and just means lack of good sleep at night. During my fitness research, I read that I should slow down before resting. Just don't bring your exercise to a sudden halt. So before I settle down, I take a slow walk to reduce the heart rate before I rest. I take this opportunity to just admire my surroundings in my beautiful village. I'm going to have a very long afternoon today, so I want to get all the chores finished before I leave for the main event of the day. In my last homesteading video, you guys advised me to be chopping the grass before giving it to the cattle to avoid wastage and to make it easier for the cows to feed on them. So thank you so much. We keep learning as we go. So these days I chop them before bringing the cows to feed. I honestly didn't know it was quite easy to do it. I'm actually enjoying it, and I think it's good exercise for my arms. We call this napier grass. I don't know if you have it for those who are keeping animals, but the cows really love it, and it makes them produce more milk. I don't know if this is true or it's psychological, but let me know, guys. How do you feed your cows? What do you feed them to give you more milk? I'll appreciate the feedback. See how the cows run when they see napier grass. I guess it feels like eating your favorite meal. Our cows are always tethered, so once we've prepared the feed, we just tie them up in the tree trunks and let them feed until they are done. Then we move them to another place. That is, if the area around them is done. When the cows are tied up, they eat within a particular radius. So when that place is all finished, then you move them. I love listening to the cows chew. It sounds crunchy, and I just love that crunchy sound. It feels like watching mukbang. My daughter introduced me to mukbang videos, and these days I really enjoy watching and just listening. I can sometimes just listen in and not even watch. The sound is so relaxing, or rather satisfying. I have a small harvest of groundnuts from our garden. Groundnuts is same as peanuts. So I'm just gonna wash them and leave them out to dry. Then we shall store them and eat them whenever we're ready to cook. I know many of you haven't seen groundnuts in this state. You just see the seeds, but this is where they come from. I don't know if you call these shells or what. They grow in these shells or pods. No, it's not a pod. They grow in this shell and then you just break it open to remove the groundnut seeds, which we eat. The cover is quite hard, so we don't eat it, we throw it away. As we try to limit wastage, I haven't really found out what I can do with the shell. So if you know what to do with the shell, please let me know. I'll be so grateful to have something to do with it. You remember all the strawberry I got from my garden the other day? I wasn't even expecting them. I had just gone to plant some stuff in the garden. Then I found quite some strawberries and they were really ripe. So I want to make a smoothie today using the same strawberries, beetroot, and bananas. The bananas I'm using today are meant to be cooked, but they overstayed. So when they overstay, they become ripe. Fortunately, the cooking bananas can also be ripened and eaten. Unfortunately, the ripening bananas cannot be cooked. So that's the difference. I recently visited my friend and she just didn't know the difference between the two bananas and she'd cooked the bananas that were meant for ripening. Unfortunately, it didn't cook. So it's always important to know the difference. So I'm just gonna pour in the milk, then blend it. This is the sweetest smoothie I've had in a long time. Hello guys, you've all been asking about my parents. You don't see them in the videos. Yes, today I'm here with mom. Mom, say hi to my viewers. Hello. Yes guys, that's my mom. So we have a doctor's appointment in the nearby city. The city is about 1 hour drive from my village, so we are heading to see the doctor. It's just a regular checkup, nothing serious. We are heading to Kisumu city. Kisumu is our nearest city and it's about 70 kilometers from our village. That is an hour's drive. It's located just at the shores of Lake Victoria, which we share with Uganda and Tanzania. We have just arrived at the hospital and we are quite on time. I just hope they're not going to make us wait. Sometimes the doctors really delay and they don't honor your appointment. So we've had our time with the doctor and now we are at a very famous eatery here in Kisumu to enjoy some fresh fish from Lake Victoria. I always get questions like, which fish is that? So this is tilapia. Tilapia is a freshwater fish. and it's quite tasty. It's the most common fish around here, and it tastes better with ugali, which is our staple food. A squeeze of some lemon juice on the fish always adds so much flavor. If you find yourself in Kisumu, please don't forget to eat your tilapia. For now, allow me to dig in. This is so delicious. Thank you guys for watching. It's been amazing hanging out with you. I'll see you in the next. Bye bye.